From the Alex Trebek stage at Sony Picture Studios, this is the Jeopardy! Tournament of Champions. Here are 3 Jeopardy! Super Champions. A writer and podcaster from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Mattea Roach. A postdoctoral researcher from Cambridge, Massachusetts, Matt Amodio. And a writer from Oakland, California, Amy Schneider. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Ken Jennings.
Thank you, Johnny, and welcome everyone to this special exhibition game of Jeopardy! The 3 players here on the stage with me became record holders not only in season 38, but in the Jeopardy history books as 3 of the top 5 players for consecutive games won ever. As a result, we saw fit to seed them straight into the semifinals, but what that means is they did not get the chance to compete in a quarterfinal match. So this is a rehearsal of sorts for them. No prize money is at stake, just the chance to compete on the Alex Trebek stage on this, the 2nd anniversary of his passing. So what do you say, Amy, Matt, Mattea? Should we play the game you loved? Here's the Jeopardy round, where we have these categories for you. First, Election Day, that's today. Hits of 2002. We have lesser-known geography. You sit on it. Number, please. And finally, appropriately, remembering Alex Trebek. Amy, you start us off.
Hits of 2002 for 200.
We want to remind you that the #1 song of 2002 was How You Remind Me by this Chad Kroeger group. Mattea.
What's Nickelback?
Yes, Canada's proud.
Election Day 1000.
On election night 1948, the Chicago Tribune went to press with this banner headline for the next morning's edition. Matt.
Hi, Ken.
Hey.
I just wanted to say hi. What's Dewey Defeats Truman?
That is the headline, yes.
Geography 1000.
Castries is the capital of this island country between Martinique and St. Vincent, whose exports include bananas and beer. Mattea.
What's St. Lucia?
Yes.
Election Day 8.
George Washington's campaign bought 160 gallons of booze to woo 391 voters on a 1758 election day in this colony. Mattea.
What's Virginia?
That's right.
Election Day 6.
In parliamentary democracies, a party in power can call for these sudden elections on a day in advance of the scheduled one. Amy.
What is a snap election?
That's right.
Hits of 2002, 4.
Give us the title of this Nelly song that heated up all the way to #1. But please, don't take off all your clothes, even in a rehearsal game. Mattea.
What's hot in here?
Right.
Geography 8.
One of the last parts unknown that Anthony Bourdain took us to was this remote Asian land of the Thunder Dragon. Mattea.
What's Bhutan?
That's correct.
Geography 6.
Joining in 1972, the Emirate of Ras Al Khaimah was the 7th and last constituent member of this federation. Amy.
What is the United Arab Emirates?
You are correct.
2002, 600.
This dance anthem by Pink says, "We'll be looking flashy in my Mercedes-Benz." Matt.
What's hot in here?
No. Amy.
What is I'm Coming Out?
No. Mattea.
What is Get the Party Started?
There we go.
One of my favorite songs from when I was like 4. 2002, 8.
Wow. You know what song you can't get out of your head? Can't Get You Out of My Head by this Aussie diva. Matt.
What's Minogue?
Yes.
Number 1000.
Buzz Lightyear announces feats of daring do by exclaiming this 4-word phrase, and that's saying a lot. Amy.
What is To Infinity and Beyond?
Yes.
2002, 1000.
Lose Yourself has the meta lyrics, and there's no movie. There's no this actor. This is my life. Amy.
Who is Mekhi Phifer?
Good for 1,000.
All right. One of my favorite songs when I was 27. Number, please, 800.
The nonprofit, nonpartisan news service known as the This Number covers the state of U.S. education. Matt.
What's 50?
No, but it's an exhibition game. Guess a number. Amy or Mattea? Amy.
What is 7?
No. In fact, Matt was closer. Mattea?
Screw it. What's 503?
74. What is 74? Back to you, Amy.
Number 600.
There's a period before this number that comes before special in the name of Donnie Van Zant's high-caliber 1970s rock band. Matt.
What's 38?
Yes.
You Sit On It 1000.
Nickname of late Texas football coaching legend, Al Phillips. Amy.
What is bum?
Bum Phillips is correct, taking you to $2,800. You can all relax if you're not already pretty relaxed, which you seem to be. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll come right back. Mattea Roach from Toronto, now a writer and podcaster. In fact, all three of you have different professions than when you first joined us on Jeopardy! As a result, I think, of your appearance on the show. Tell us about some of the perks of your Jeopardy! Fame. Mattea, have you got to do anything cool?
Yeah, so at one point I actually got invited to a magazine's fundraising gala in Toronto, and I was seated at a table with Margaret Atwood.
Wow.
I didn't chat with her a lot, but at one point she kind of tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, you have to see this. And someone else at the table had worn socks with an illustration of her face on it, and then on the sole of the foot, it was like a handmaid from The Handmaid's Tale. So I guess if you get famous enough in Canada, people show up at galas where you're gonna be with socks with your face on them? I don't know. I'm not there yet.
And Justin Trudeau texted you.
He didn't text me, he tweeted about me.
He tweeted about
Very
you.
important.
I love how Canadian all your stories are.
I'm really, I'm
Kids
doing-
from Degrassi now hang out with me, Ken. That's fantastic, welcome back. Matt Amodio, now a postdoctoral researcher from Cambridge, Massachusetts. What about you? Tell me how great it is to be Matt Amodio today.
Yeah, so I started out throwing out the first pitch at a minor league baseball game. I got promoted throughout the first pitch at a major league baseball game.
Hey.
But now I am standing on the stage with the Jeopardy GOAT, who I have to correct because I think I would have gotten my PhD even without the whole Jeopardy thing.
You don't think Jeopardy really gives you a leg up in your defense?
I hope not.
Fair enough. Amy Schneider is now a writer from Oakland, California. Tell us about some of your adventures since your Jeopardy! Run.
I think, the one that stands out is definitely getting to visit the White House. I was not able to meet with the president, but I met Doug Emhoff, the second gentleman, and I was there for Trans Day of Visibility, and so they asked me to stand at the podium of the White House press briefing room and say a few words. And they told me repeatedly that there would not be any questions from the audience, for the reporters.
Yeah.
Then I got up there, I said my few words, they started asking questions, and I said, well, I've seen The West Wing, I can do this. I just started answering the questions. It was really great.
That's a fantastic story and a great way to one-up Matt's minor league Akron baseball story. Oh, you threw out a first pitch in Akron? I missed it. I was at the White House.
I hope you didn't throw anything there.
No.
Amy, you have control of the board. Select again for us.
Alex Trebek, 600.
Alex's favorite parody of himself was this fellow Canadian on SCTV who spoofed him as Alex Trebell, host of Halfwits. Matt.
What's Levy?
That's right, Eugene Levy.
You sit on at 8?
First name of Ms. Hill, heroine of a racy 18th century novel. Amy.
What is Fanny?
That's correct.
Sit on at 6.
Jupiter has dozens of these, including Europa and Io. Matt.
What's Moon?
Right.
Trebek 1000?
Alex had tons of hardware supplies, including these, also called half-moon keys. He never knew what they were for, though. Matt.
What's semi-lunars?
No. Amy.
What's Demi-Lune?
No. Mattea wants
What
to...
are hemiloons?
Apparently they are Woodruff keys, apparently. You were all each not close to that. Where to now?
Trebek 800, please.
Alex's hometown was this city, long known as the nickel capital of the world. Mattea.
What's Sudbury?
Yes, nailing the Canadiana again.
Geography 4.
The independence-minded breakaway region of Abkhazia borders the eastern shores of this sea. Matt.
What's Caspian?
No. Amy.
What is the Black Sea?
That's it.
Sit on at 4.
Shake this term for pirate treasure. Matt.
What's booty?
That's it.
Election day 4.
The answer there is the Daily Double. You're in third place, Matt, and let me remind you, this game doesn't count for anything.
I'd like to wager 1,200 of whatever we're playing for.
I thought you might. Why not? Here's your clue in and on Election Day. One reporter wrote, "Tranquility forsook Springfield" on Election Day of this year.
What's 1860?
Springfield, Illinois, and Abe Lincoln. That's correct. Where to now?
Number 4.
Normally, the human body contains this number of chromosomal pairs. Amy.
What is 23?
That's correct. I don't know if you noticed, but the numbers in that category, 40, 23, 38, and 74, which is larger than all of them.
No.
Oh, we'll just pretend. Amy, select again.
I'll do number, please, for 200.
Let's see if you know this one. Matthew 4 says Jesus fasted for this many days and nights in the wilderness, and he was hungry after. Well, yeah. Matt.
What's 40?
That's correct. Now, I suspect you didn't notice this. The numbers that were the responses in that category, 40, 23, 38, and then 74, which is larger than any of them, may be of specific relevance to your Jeopardy streaks. Matt, select again.
Trebek for 400, please.
Alex graduated from the University of Ottawa, majoring in Thomistic philosophy, the teachings of this saint. Matt.
What's Aquinas?
That's right.
Election day 200.
The tradition of U.S. elections being held on this day of the week dates to 1845, when it was convenient for farmers. Matt.
What's Tuesday?
Yes, I don't know why that's particularly convenient for farmers, but they just love to vote on a Tuesday. Select again.
Geography 2.
This city, the seat of the University of Saskatchewan, has the same first 6 letters as its province. Amy.
What is Saskatoon?
That's correct.
Sit on it too?
Hot cross bread items. Matt.
What's buns?
That's it. And the final clue, remembering Alex Trebek. Alex's breakfast of choice was a Diet Coke and a Snickers. After a doctor's lecture, Diet Pepsi and this Gimme a Break candy bar. Amy.
What is Kit Kat?
Yes, Diet Pepsi and a Kit Kat, Breakfast of Champions. You're in the lead with $3,800. You're all playing so well, it doesn't really matter, but Double Jeopardy's coming up after this. Double Jeopardy now in our special exhibition game will bring us these categories. First, Hope You Read Middlemarch. America loves Middlemarch. Then we'll always have the Treaty of Paris, movie quotes, potpourri, rhymes with a Snow White dwarf, and finally, wrong but excellent. These are clues about incorrect responses Jeopardy players have given in the past that are so hard we never would have dared go for them in reality. Mattea, start us off.
Movie quotes 2000.
Burt Lancaster to Tony Curtis in this film. I'd hate to take a bite out of you. You're a cookie full of arsenic. Matt.
What's Spartacus?
No. That's Kirk Douglas. Amy.
What is From Here to Eternity?
No, but that is Burt Lancaster. Style points.
Yeah.
Mattea's not
I know what it's
three.
not.
Sweet Smell of Success. Great movie. Mattea?
Movie quotes 16.
The answer there is the Daily Double. First in the round. What would you like to wager?
I would like to wager 2,800 magic beans.
Here's your clue in movie quotes. In this 2017 biopic, Gary Oldman says, "You cannot reason with a tiger when your head is in its mouth."
What is The Darkest Hour?
Yeah, Darkest Hour, where he plays Churchill. That's correct.
Treaty of Paris 16.
1814 and 1815, 2 treaties of Paris, and these wars named for a man. Mattea.
What are the Napoleonic Wars?
Right.
Treaty of Paris 12.
1783, the Treaty of Paris ends this war. Matt.
What's the American Revolution?
You got it.
Paris 2000.
The answer there, the other Daily Double. You're in second place, Matt, but who's counting?
I will wager 2,600.
Here is your clue in Treaty of Paris. 1856, the Treaty of Paris ends this war.
What's Crimean?
That's correct. You have $5,200 in second place.
Middlemarch 2000.
The name of this character, writing about world myth, has become synonymous with dry, out-of-touch scholarship. See, this is why it's called Hope You Read Middlemarch. Matt?
What's Dorothy?
No. Amy or Mattea? That's Edward Casaubon. Matt, select again.
Middlemarch 16.
Yeah, why not? This author wrote a dedication to my dear husband, though they never actually wed, as the husband already had a wife. Matt?
What's Eliot?
Right, George Eliot.
Wrong but excellent 2000.
Who is Linnaeus, said the script, but someone wrote this other L scientist who thought acquired traits can be inherited. Amy?
Who's Lamarck?
Very good.
Wrong but excellent 16.
We were going for Hippocrates, and a contestant came up with this 5-letter ancient who greatly influenced medieval medicine. Matt?
What's Galen?
Yes.
Potpourri 2000.
Seen here is this famous madam, an official mistress of Louis XV and a patron of the arts. Mattea?
Who's Madame de Pompadour?
Right.
Potpourri 16.
The name of this London airport goes back to Anglo-Saxon words meaning goat farm. Mattea?
What's Gatwick?
Yes.
Potpourri 12.
Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde are the ghosts in this classic video game. Mattea?
What's Pac-Man?
Right again.
Potpourri 8.
Don't get mad and blow this part of many machines, a flat ring used to tightly seal a joint. Mattea?
What's Gasket?
Yes.
Potpourri 4.
Because its hundreds of seeds are on the outside, this berry isn't considered a true berry. Mattea.
What's a strawberry?
That's correct. You have found your category, potpourri, it turns out. Select again.
Middlemarch, 12.
With new ideas about ventilation, diet, and fever, Lydgate is an idealistic young one of these. Mattea.
What's a doctor?
You got it.
Middlemarch, 8.
Our heroine, Dorothea, finds herself weeping in Rome on a very unromantic wedding journey. What we would call this. Matt.
What's honeymoon?
Good.
Wrong but excellent, 12.
We've never had this kid rapper of day and night fame as a response before, but did hear his name on a clue about Uncle Cracker. Mattea.
Who's Kid Cudi?
You got it.
Wrong but excellent, 8.
We were surprised to get Pierre Leclerc as a response instead of this French explorer with a big US lake named for him. Mattea.
Who's Lachine?
No. Matt.
What's Champlain?
That's the lake.
Oh, yeah.
Dwarf, 2000.
Make it this adjective that also means attractively and fashionably dressed. Matt.
What's Tony?
No. Amy.
What is snappy?
Yeah, it rhymes with happy.
Snow White Dwarf, 16.
Inclined to be tearful or a sentimental film. Matt.
What's sappy?
No. Mattea.
What's weepy?
Yes, rhymes with sleepy. They're all going to rhyme with the same dwarf, Matt. Select again, Mattea.
Dwarf for 12.
An Uto-Aztecan-speaking people of northeastern Arizona. Mattea.
What's Hopi?
Like dopey, yes.
Dwarf, 8.
A passel of puffins or pigeons. Matt.
What's covey?
No. Amy.
What's a flock?
Like Doc with less than a minute to go.
Movie quotes, 12.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist, says Verbal Kint in this film. Amy.
What's The Usual Suspects?
Right.
Quotes, 8.
Oft seen in writing on Fact and Fiction, the man who shot Liberty Valance includes, when the legend becomes fact, do this. Matt.
What's tell the truth?
No. Amy.
What is Tell the Legend?
No. But closer.
Yeah.
Mattea's not a Western fan. Print the legend. Print the legend is the quote. Amy?
Paris, 8.
1763, the Treaty of Paris ends this country's claims to most of North America east of the Mississippi. Matt?
What's France?
Yes.
Middlemarch, 400.
Of a swamp, a cathedral, or a town, it's what Middlemarch is. Amy?
What is a town?
It is, yes.
All right.
What a fan.
Paris.
Oh, sorry. We were just having a little too much fun. We won't get to the last 4 clues. As we head into Final Jeopardy, Mattea's got a big lead. Nice buzzer timing today. Mattea, let's see what your category will be. Chemical element names. Back with the clue in just a moment. Chemical element names is the Final Jeopardy category of our special exhibition game. Here's the clue. The 3 elements whose names begin with 2 vowels are iodine and these 2, 1 synthetic and 1 natural. 30 seconds. Good luck. Amodio in the middle and still writing. What did he come up with? What are Einsteinium and then I think Eulerium, like Leonard Euler?
Euler.
That's not correct. Brutal Final Jeopardy question. You got half of them. You have $3,600. Amy Schneider was in second place. Which elements did she think of?
Not
what
a
are
real
europium
element.
and blank? Well, I think between the two of you, you have the makings of a pretty good response there. But you're going to lose $64.96, leaving you with $904. Mattea Roach had the lead after a strong game. What was their response? What are europium and Einsteinium? Putting it together. That's correct. You wagered nothing, leaving you with $17,600. Congratulations. You've won our Jeopardy ToC exhibition match. Alex Trebek always loved the Tournament of Champions. He loved having fun on Jeopardy, and he loved great players like these. Join us as the semifinal rounds begin tomorrow. So long, everyone.
This 9-letter word describes what you should do to watch more great Jeopardy content.
What is subscribe?
Correct!
Still got it.